everyone's well. Hope you're all well rested. Hope you all had a good day. I'm tired, I'm full up. I need to go for a run. I didn't go for my run. I got both my daughters at the moment as well. So if I have to go on to be quiet every now and then, what do you call it? Don't mind me for other duties and that. But yeah, appreciate everyone that's locked in and getting ready to go for this interview. I was gonna check if Crafty's there already. No, he's not there yet. So we're gonna wait for him to jump in. As soon as he jumps in, is he on there? No, I can't see him yet. But he should be with us any moment. We're gonna let the comments run on this one. So always just be respectful. If you got any questions, maybe ask them towards the end, because it's difficult to sort of look down while you're interviewing someone as well. So you can't always time it properly as well. So we'll see. All right, let me see. Has he touched down yet? Has he touched? Oh, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Okay, it's 9 o'clock just now. I can't see him yet. He may be running a little behind. But in the meantime, as we wait for him, if you guys want to let me know what's been going on, what you guys been doing, what's new. Big up everyone. I appreciate it, man. Yes, Woody. Big yourself up, man. Trying to catch up on all the messages. I missed quite a few, guys. Apologies. Big up Philippa. Big up Divine One Love. Big up Tinchy Realist. Who's the interview? Brian? Nah, not Brian yet. You know what? I need to do an interview Brian as well, to be fair, you know. Alright, let me see. Why do I support Blackburn? Because at one time they were one of the best teams in the league. But right, Crafty's here now. So without further ado, we're going to get him on. Oh, it's saying you're unable to join, Crafty. Let me try it again. What's happened? What's happened? I can't see you now. Maybe send me a request. Okay, what's going on now? I can't see you on the list. I just saw you on the list. I sent you a request and then it went off. So try and come back on if you get a chance. Have any black footballers hit you up about your club since? No, I got Darren Lewis, the one of the football writers for the Daily Mirror. He's been in touch with me today about working on a podcast that he's doing. Wants to get me down. Hey, Crafty, where you at, man? I can't even see you no more. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Or bear with us, shall we say. Don't tell me his battery's died. But in the meantime, as we wait for him, what's been going on with everyone? How are you guys? Bobby, would you go on Sean Atwood platforms? Why not? Can you spread the story of the Somali girl that was murdered? I did. I put it up on my page earlier today. Thanks so much for your email to Brett. Brilliant, Aaron. Okay, he's here now. He sent me a request. Alright, there we go. Hopefully she'll be connecting in any moment now. Here we go. Yo, what's going on, man?
Yo.
How you doing?
I'm good. Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you. First and foremost, you turn it back around. Yeah, nice. You can't see yourself?
No.
No, we can see you. Now we're showing the plant pot.
Alright, go.
Do you want to come out and try and come again?
Yeah.
Try to come out and try and come again. Well, let me come out of it. I have to give up on my hairline, man. Maybe my hairline has to give up on my hair. Even when it's low, you can see the river now. Madness. Alright, let me try add him again now. Hopefully it works properly this time.
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
I can see yourself, yeah? All right, brilliant. First and foremost, how are you?
What's going on? I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good family, everyone good?
Yeah. You can't complain.
All right, let's
Can't
get
complain.
straight into it. Let's get straight into it. So, where was you born?
Uh,
Where's your family from?
Obviously, it's a quick first little disclaim. Make sure everyone knows. Obviously, people that might be tuning in to think man's gonna be on there to talk up the things. It doesn't even really go like that. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like how man grew and the people man grew by coming up. Like it's not a thing. We don't. They've always shown that never. We don't glorify nothing. Anything that
mm,
happens, we never glorify it. It's never a show off thing or to be who's bad or nothing like that. So no one.
mm,
Everyone's always decent people. You get me? No one ever
yeah.
glorifies. That's a bit of a nerd thing to us. Like
Mm,
guys that promote how bad they are and they're how this
mm,
and that. That's never really our thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what they're looking for. And yeah, for me to start talking about all that stuff that happened, that it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's like I said, like I sent you the messages beforehand. That's not what the objective is for us,
Yeah.
really. You work with views as well. I work with views about just let's talk about our stories to sort of get them away from that if they can learn from my experience, basically.
Mm.
So, like I said, so if you let us know where's your family background, where was you born, and so on.
Yeah, I'm Caribbean background, innit? So,
Okay.
I'm born here, obviously. Um, one, se- one second. This cat is jarring me, bro.
No worries.
Cold. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, so Caribbean background, born here, obviously, and yeah, Peckham, North Peckham Estate, the old North Peckham Estate, Camden. Yeah, so I grew up on the North Peckham Estate for about, I was like about 6 years old. But
Yeah.
I remember a lot of things that happened on that estate and that, you get me, coming up. So that
Mm.
was in the 80s, you get me?
Yeah. So, primary school, where did you go in secondary school?
Yeah, I went to like about 3 different primary schools. Last one being one called Bellingham, up in Peckham Rye.
Yeah.
Then secondary school. My mum didn't want me going to secondary school in Peckham, innit? She wanted me away
Okay.
from everything. So
Mm.
I went to school in like Lambeth. I went to Archbishop Tennyson's in Kenneton.
Okay. I didn't even know that. I always thought you went to school in Peckham.
Nah, man, I was in Kenneton. I was in Kenneton. So
So
I
you
grew up.
mentioned you
Huh?
mentioned moving to 3 different primary school. What was that for? Was that behavior or just location?
No. That was just moving house. Because obviously we moved off. Like when I lived on the North Peckham estate, yeah, we got burgled like about 6, 7 times, bro. Like
Mm.
burgled standard all the
Mm.
time. Like always bare madness is going on that estate. Yeah. One day my mum just had to move, so we got. Yeah.
Mm. So
I moved to Dulwich, then I moved back to Peckham, so I had to move school all the time and that.
okay. So did you have older brothers, older sisters?
Yeah, I've got older sister still and younger sister. Yeah.
Okay, so you was the only boy then.
Yeah.
And how was your parents with you then in terms of strictness and sort of telling you off and things like that?
Yeah, there was discipline and that. A lot of the
Mm.
time when I was on the estate and that, you was allowed that to play because it's like an estate.
Yeah.
I'd be out on the estate. Like where I lived on North Peckham, my next door neighbour, it's only I found it was Mad Danny. Yeah?
Okay.
He was like my right. He lived with his nan at the time.
Mm.
He lived right next door to me. You get me?
Yeah.
R.I.P. Mad Danny.
Rest in peace to him. Yeah, definitely.
Everyone knows Mad Danny. But it wasn't until later on in life that we come across each other again and I realised that was the boy that lived next door to me. Yeah?
Okay.
So yeah. What was you saying in regards
So,
to
yeah.
the upbringing? Yeah. No, yeah, man. I used to play out on the estate when I was little, but then
mm,
moving around, it was always moving house, so it wasn't really plausible to be out all the time. And then later on, my mum was trying to be a bit strict, obviously, with certain things. But as time gets older, you start to rebel. You get me?
So how was you in school then in terms of behaviour? Where was your...
Primary school was good. In
Yeah.
fact, both in primary school, I've never been expelled or suspended in my life. You get me? Like, not even for fighting or nothing. I've never suspended me or expelled. So I got through school easy. You get me? It was only after school that things just went mad.
How were your grades?
They were just average. You get me? Like, you know what? Like, you didn't really understand the importance of school, son, when you was in there. You get me? You didn't understand. I didn't even understand like what was the worth of having GCSEs. You get me? So man just used to get by. School was just for jokes and stuff. You get me? Friends and all that stuff. You get me?
So how was it that then you're obviously been moving around? You're going to Archbishop Tennyson. You're full. I'm not sure how old you was, but then you're sort of behaved in school. Nothing's going too wrong. How was it then you joined to be a Peckham boy?
You know what? Yeah, like obviously in school, before all that stuff kind of kicked in, like year 7, year 8, and that 9 maybe. I used to hang around with like a lot of guys from the school. So all the majority of the guys in my school were from like Lambeth. They were from Stockwell, Brixton. Yeah. I used to hang around. So after school, sometimes weekends, I'd be in Brixton or whatever, like with some of the guys around there. But then as times got older, kind of man eventually had to pick a side. You get me? As man got older, everyone started hanging around more with picking whoever they were hanging around with. So man had to start hanging around more in Peckham than in Brixton.
So in regards to, okay, I mean, anyone can just start hanging around with different people. How was it then you start hanging around with the people you did hang around with, and to say, okay, and how did the name Crafty come about?
You know what? You know what's mad? It was things just happened by chance. You know what I'm saying? Where was I? I was in Peckham and I was going somewhere. You know, like remember Blockbuster Video or something?
Yeah.
I think I was just going there one day by myself, and like I was walking there, and then like bare young youths my age there started running. I see them all running past me. You know, like in the city of stuff, yeah. You see the runts, and they start running everywhere around the city, causing trouble. That's where it was like, bro. Like, I saw bare of them running around, and one of them was my brother Pebler, innit?
Okay.
Obviously, I knew Pebler I've known him all my life, like since I was about 6 years old, 7 years old. And he was with them, you get me? And then he's like, "Raw, come, we're going somewhere." And I was like, "Yeah." And I just went, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I just followed with them, and that was that day. That was the beginning of like my age group and group of friends. You get me? Which was from that day.
And what you said there is sort of funny because Young Rave said the same thing, and I said the same thing. Like you kind of get recruited just by chance, just like someone that you know is like, yeah, come on, jam.
Yeah, it wasn't a gang thing or nothing. It was just mandem. Like, and then from that day, it was like a thing of we met up every Friday, Saturday, Sunday maybe. You get me? And that was it. It just grew from there. You get me?
And how is Pebble? How is he? Have you heard from him lately?
Yeah, he's good, man. I see him and we talk all the time and that. Yeah.
Yeah, shout him out for me, man. Shout him out for me, man. When you get a chance. Yeah. So it's got to the point that now you're hanging around with everyone. And was you aware of sort of the people you're hanging around with and the sort of statuses that was coming with it?
Yeah, man. To a degree, yeah. You notice a couple of things, yeah. But in this kind of thing, yeah, you'll notice you're attracted to certain man's personality. It's like people might think of a person's a certain way outside of the area and might have a bad reputation, but you know the person directly.
Yeah.
You know the good qualities of that person. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of the incidents with a lot of people from that area. I know them personally, so I know the good sides of them as well. So that's like how we get on in that, man. So I can't really judge them like I get on with them as a person. You feel me?
So how did the name Crafty come about?
I don't know, man. I think my characteristics. I think that people describe me sometimes in other words to describe Crafty. It's like sneaky, lie, but it means skilled in deception, innit?
I hear that.
But in secondary school, I had other names. Like they used to call me like Zombie in secondary school, and that was one of my street names before. Like
Okay.
yeah, like when I was like 12 or
Mm.
13, Zombie, they used to call me, and that, you get me.
So in regards to the sort of like you hang around with the man them, in terms of the pettiness, I guess that started in terms of what was the sort of first things you were doing? Was it sort of just like vandalism and like what was the first sort of things you was doing as sort of hanging around with everyone in terms of the mischief?
Um, Graffiti and that, man, like
Mm.
graffiti and um, like riding buses to other areas. Sometimes, yeah, there was street robberies and stuff when man was younger, like man, petty street robbery and stuff like that. Um, like a lot of the time, it was very like minor stuff, man. It wasn't really nothing major, and obviously, what else was there really?
You forget a one key one that you guys taught
Oh,
me.
yeah, I know, yeah, moped, like
Yeah.
moped. No one knew how to really ride a moped, so that's the
Mm.
only thing I get to learn. You get me? Moped
Mm.
stealing, stuff like that. You get me? Some car theft and stuff like that. Stealing, like breaking into cars, and I was trying to learn how to drive those things. Yeah.
I remember at that time as well, all of you that had an Avis jacket except for me. So everyone had an Avis jacket, and I'm looking around like, you've got one. I'm trying to remember who had the red one. Was it you who had the red one?
I had a red and white one. Red,
Yeah,
white,
you had the
yeah.
red and white. So everyone had an Avis jacket. So at that age, sort of, what would your hopes? What did you want to become?
At that age, bro, I didn't even know, man. Like that jacket, yeah. Like the main fact, it's mad. Like those kind of things. That when I got bought, no, we got that from my older sister. My older sister got that from me. So he's one that
Mm.
purchased that. When I went to buy it and stuff like that at the end, it's like when I was younger, like I was offered a lot of stuff when I was younger but I always knew I wouldn't take it unless
Mm.
I knew I could defend it. You get me?
Mm.
I don't see the worth of someone. You have to be aware of like having certain jewelry and that you can't defend it. Don't have it, bro. You
Mm.
get me? There's a stage where I could have had certain things when I was younger, but I said, nah, till I can personally defend it myself, I wouldn't take it. So
Yeah.
it came to the Avis jacket. I knew I could defend it. You get me? So even
Yeah.
when I went West End and bought that by myself, you get me?
Mm.
And like there was boys waiting outside the shop, like ready to try and eat me for my jacket, bro.
Everybody was rubbing Avis jacket those days.
But,
They was getting rubbed left, right, and center.
well, obviously, I came back to end with my jacket, so it didn't happen.
Mm.
But my instincts and eyes, yeah, I was already reading the play of what was happening. Yeah, these boys
Mm.
thought they were gonna come on with my jacket, yeah, but it wasn't happening, bro.
Mm.
Uh, so like there was jewelry, chains, and all other stuff. Yeah, whatever I've had is because I've had it. So I knew I could defend it at the time whenever I had it. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I remember or not. I'm in my head. I'm saying I remember. You had some bracelet. You had some mad bracelet. Am I right?
Yeah, I had the chops, yeah, little chops
Yeah.
and gold chops and that back in the day as well. You get me?
So
And
in regards to being a young man, what was the hopes and dreams? What did you want to be? Like for me, I want to be a
there
footballer.
was
What did you
nothing,
want to
bro.
be?
There was nothing, bro. There was nothing. There was no. There was none. There was none.
Mm.
It was just. It was just. Um, try and make money to survive the next, like to buy trainers and those things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Trainers, those. Because I wasn't run. I didn't really ask my mum for stuff. Really, I didn't really
No.
ask my mum for things. Like the majority of us, we just go out there and once we start getting to learn how to make a little bit of money ourselves, we don't ask our mum for nothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So there came a period when you ended up going to prison. How was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like for your? How was that like for your family? And how was that for you?
Oh man. That was well for me. That was mad. Like you don't expect it to happen. You get me? Like you're doing the maddest things out there, but you don't think it's coming. You get me? Yeah. And then one day it's like it's just there. You get me?
Mm. How
Then
old was you when you went to
uh,
prison?
I was 18 still.
18. And how long did you do altogether?
Um, I done I got 9 B6.
And you see, so how was that time in there? What did you do to sort of,
That
I guess,
time
keep
in there,
yourself busy?
it was long. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You know how long it took to get to the first 4 years? It
Mm.
took for people were coming in and out. while I was still in there riding my same sentence and that stuff. You get me? But overall, it's a mental thing, innit? It's a mental thing, and like I know I'm mentally strong in it. So so obviously being my first time in there, I adapted to it. You get me? Same way Marley said it. You get me? You just adapt. You get me? So,
but by that time, if I remember correctly, you'd already had a child before you went in jail, right?
Yeah, no, well, I hadn't even had it. The child was born while I was in jail. You get me?
Okay, yeah. That was similar to me. So how was it like having your daughter, first daughter?
Yeah.
How was that sort of having your first daughter and you're in jail and the connection? How was that for you?
That bro, the whole jail system breaks that down, man. It kills it. You get me? Because I've got another child now, yeah, and I can see the whole difference it makes with you being there when the child's born and grows up with the child. It's a mad difference, bro. The whole jail system breaks it down. So that's where people start talking about system designed like kind of keep break down black families and stuff like that. It could all play a part because it makes a difference. You get me? But it also makes you realize and understand what's important out there. You get me?
Yeah, because you had a daughter born last year, same as me as well. No, 2 years ago now, 2018.
Yeah, your daughter was born like a couple months before mine, or a month before mine, or something.
Yeah, because I see videos of you and her as well. So, like I've always said, like it makes when you're there, seeing the baby born, the first walk, compared to being in jail, like you realize, wow, I actually missed out on the first one. And how difficult it is for the women as well.
Yeah, come on, man. That's what I'm saying, and you can't even tell that to someone because obviously people maybe told you that, or but you can't until you're there. You won't know. Yeah, until it happens to you, yeah, and you're living the experience, then you know, you understand. You feel me?
So you done 6 years in prison, and you finally come out. Did you have any plans of what you wanted to do when you come out?
Nah, I'll be honest. You know what? Yeah, I had a few ideas and stuff like clothing business. Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah.
Kyra, call Auntie Diana. Tell her to stop calling me, please. Call Auntie Diana. Sorry about that. So
No,
he
you
wants
know
to do a
what?
clothing business.
Yeah, I was doing that clothes like that was an idea. That's what kept me busy in there because if you have ideas for when you come out, it'll just make the time go quicker in there. So, but obviously came out. I went back to the trap. Yeah, I went back to the trap. Built a little line and stuff like that off ends.
Yeah.
But bro,
How long did that last?
Bro, within like nearly a month and a half or something, they nearly had me back in there, bro. I was nearly back in jail after coming out after 6 years. They nearly had me back in jail. I had a couple autopsies, man. I caught a case again within like a couple months, bro. And then I got.
Was that the thing that sort of said, you know what, fuck this, man, I'm done?
Nah, it wasn't fun. Obviously, I was on bail. Went back to it again. On top with me, had another on top, and then I just said, like, let me just go back. Let me go to ends and do it. You feel me? So I came to ends and started doing the same thing because it's my ends in it. I know the area better. So obviously that was doing like it wasn't like I was making big P or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But then what it was, one day, like you know, Pat called man. I knew he called me at like late hours.
Yeah.
And I didn't want. I was really chilling. I was indoors, and I didn't want to go out. But obviously, everyone that knows me when I used to do green and that, everyone knows that. I hate when you say it.
Sorry, one moment. Kyra, can you come and get your sister, please? Kyra. Sorry, Kyra. Can you come and get Sarai, please? Go to Kyra. Be careful. Sorry about that, kids. Right.
Yeah,
so
I got a call late at night or something. Because I didn't want. I wasn't. It was late. I didn't want to leave the house, but obviously, you know how they keep texting you. Yeah.
Mm.
So I've got to go do that. And then when I've met them, yeah, like um, they only had like about £6 and something change, yeah.
Mm.
And I said, obviously, I'm like, raw. Are you mad? You called me out for this, for that. Like,
Yeah.
that's long. Obviously, I refused to do business with them, but
Mm.
they kept. They're very persistent, as you know, and they started crying,
Mm.
that kind of stuff. So when that happened, yeah, like my head, I had like everything froze for me. This is honest,
Mm.
like everything froze, like everything paused, yeah, and I realized like I'm risking my freedom for like what £6 and some coppers. Yeah,
Mm.
I said, right. I said, is this what my freedom's worth? £6.
Mm.
And then from that day, I said, nah. I said I could have got arrested for that and gone jail for
Mm.
like 3-4 years just for £6 and some coins.
Mm.
So I might as well have got a job in McDonald's. I get paid
Mm.
more.
Mm.
I said, so after that, I said, I sold it, I gave it to the cat because in my head, I'd made up my mind there that I was done after this. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
done. I'm doing this again. I said, are you mad? I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing
Mm.
it. So then from that day, I just pulled out. I just knocked it on the head, you know what I'm saying? It was
So
long.
in regards to, I guess, friendship circles, because a lot of people that we grew up with at the same time, a lot of different people went to jail, and obviously you come out of jail. When you came out, did you find you was hanging out with the same friendship circles, or would you sort of just keep yourself to yourself?
Now, people are about and that, but everyone, 6 years is 6 years, isn't it? Everyone's
Mm.
moved on and doing their own thing. Like, it wasn't the same. Like, you get me? There wasn't,
Mm.
people didn't hang around on the street so much.
Mm.
Like, um, people had families. Like, and at the end of the day, man's got bills now to pay. You get me?
Mm.
You can't just be doing nothing all day. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. So you've
Um,
been out now. How long you been out altogether now?
a decade now, bro.
A
A
decade. That's
decade.
amazing, man. 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years, man. They're not getting me again.
That's it. And that's the thing. The transition is that once you're out, are you gonna stay out? Because it is difficult. Because I went in, came out, was back in again, but you managed to
No
stay
way.
out for full 10 years.
It's the first year.
Mm.
Everyone knows you've been in that place here. The first year is the hardest because it's so easy to go back in the first year. And
Mm.
like I said, I only went back in a month and a half after being inside for 6 years. I only went back
Mm.
in a month. In a month and a half, they had me in the station for them. Yeah.
Mm.
The first year. After that, I haven't looked back. After like, it takes time to adjust to the road again, innit? Like to
Mm.
get back. So I wouldn't say until about I've been on the road like until I'd been on the road like 5 years, 6 years, I kind of started picking up my rhythm. So that's how long it
Yeah.
takes. Yeah.
But that's the thing as well. You're right. The first year is pressures because you come out, you see everyone else doing something, and you might get pressure from your the mother, your children for money is or the pressure that shit. I need to go out and go and do this. So it's about having that patience for like a try to hold it out and just say, you know what, even if it is a McDonald's, I'll go and work in a McDonald's.
Yeah. You got as long as you got a plan, yeah. Like it's just the main thing is just to keep yourself comfortable from not go like to not get yourself caught up in that to go right back straight away. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm.
the main
So,
thing.
so you're a father now. How has fatherhood changed you?
You know what? Yeah, it's because someone like it's mad. Like I said, because I was there when my daughter was born this time, and that it's like when you see some people doing the most, like the maddest things, yeah, and they've got kids, yeah. Like I can't relate to that now, man. Because
Mm.
imagine that's kind of selfish. You get me? Man out here
Mm.
doing the math. Like certain people are getting themselves 25 years in jail, 20, and they've got kids. That's
Mm.
kind of selfish. You mustn't love your youth. Yeah? You mustn't love your child yeah, if you're willing to risk it like that and
Mm.
be away from it for 25 years. Your
That's
child's
mad.
5 years old and you got 25 years. You ain't seeing her until she's 30. That doesn't make
That's mad.
sense, bro. That
It's
don't
mad.
make sense.
It's mad.
She could
What so
be married.
in regards to your kids, what sort of how are you in terms of I guess not so much the 2-year-old, but with your older one? How do you sort of use the discipline? Are you a stricter father? Do you ask questions? Because my daughter, she's very inquisitive. I've told her the truth from the beginning. I've told her she knows everything. I told her, you know what, I went to jail. This is what I've done. So she's very much aware that. Yeah, have you had that conversation with her?
No, there was a stage because obviously I don't see my oldest one as often, yeah.
Yeah.
But like just work. I work with a lot of children, so I think they're all roughly the same, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously when we grow up our players, nothing can't really change. If the game's changed, nothing can't change, just the players, you know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
So like,
So
I kind of
yeah.
understand and work with them in the same way that you would like to have been worked with yourself when you were younger. You feel me?
Yeah. So one thing I noticed the last couple of years is you started doing holiday vlogs, and
Yeah,
you going to different countries and vlogging it. I think you called it the Urban Explorer. Is that right?
yeah. You're urban
So
explorer still.
yeah. So how's that? How did that come about? Is it for you to sort of teach
Um,
the people in the hood about how big the
you
world
know
is and to
what it is,
travel
yeah?
more?
I think that's the traveling thing is what kept me occupied and saved me a bit. You get me?
Mm.
Obviously, the more I travelled, the more I compared it to the cell and the jail. You get me?
Mm.
Because why would you? You're out there traveling the world doing all these different things. Yeah? Why would you want to sit in that box?
Mm.
Like, what can you do from in that box that the stuff that you're doing? Man's,
Mm.
I've climbed the Great Wall of China. Like, I've gone to Brazil, skydived. You get me? Like Japan. I've done all of these mad places, yeah. And that's just within the last 10 years, yeah. All these mad places. Why would I want to swap that for a prison
Mm.
cell, bro? Why? It don't make sense. You know,
What would you say is the best place you've been?
Brazil.
Mm.
Brazil is one of the sickest, but they're all. I appreciate them all, yeah, because like I'm privileged to have been there. You get me? But like Brazil, I went there with like a group of guys that I grew up with. So when we
Mm.
was the same guys I used to run around with when we was like 14 and that, I've gone
Yeah.
over there with. So that's like a good memory. You feel me? Like of how far we've come, like, and
Mm.
kept friendship for that length of time. You know what I'm saying?
Where would you like to go next?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I can go like the position I'm in, I can go anywhere. I can spin the globe literally and just put my finger on anywhere and I can go there. I'm not scared to go anywhere. I can do anything, go anywhere I want. And I'm tempted just to spin the globe and just stop my finger on anywhere and go there, bro. Like, I'm not
That,
worried.
if we're gonna do that, let's get you back on live, get you to
Yeah.
spin it, and then we can all see where it takes you, and you have to go there.
Bro, you know what? Because I thought about the spinning the globe thing. It's going to be a bit hard to kind of stop it. But I said I'll put countries in a hat and screw up the paper, yeah, and pick one out. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't care. I'll go
Mm.
anywhere. Like I said, but I've got a couple of business regarding business going on at the moment, yeah. So there's a couple. They're going to prioritize. So I'll go to the countries that have obviously that relate to the business that I need to do and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it might be some parts of Africa or America. Yeah.
So I guess with the vlogs, do you want to make it a thing that now where that we get more people watching it as well and seeing your journey? Because the thing is, I think
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's the idea still. Obviously people sit and take something from it, a little bit of motivation. It's all about inspiring people, you get me?
mm,
Because I guarantee like there's guys out here like there's people from Peckham specifically that I know personally that I've got 36 years in prison,
mm,
26 years in jail, 25 years, 19 years, IPP, all of that, yeah. Some of these men are never seeing another country again, bro. Never.
it's
Never.
mad.
And the thing is, they never got to go nowhere before that. So
Mm,
imagine living your life knowing that you haven't been nowhere. Like you can't even fly nowhere, bro.
mm, that's
Like
crazy.
that don't make sense. So basically what it is, some of these things, I'll tell you what, yeah, there's a sort of story, yeah. There's a young youth from the end, yeah. So he's in jail now, but he's mostly about 25, 26 now, yeah, 25. But when he spoke to me, he was like about 19, yeah. A very, very active young youth, yeah.
Mm,
And he saw me, yeah. We was in Peckham and he just stopped me and he was talking, right? And he was like, "Raw, Craft, I saw on Facebook, yeah, you went to some country, yeah, I think Brazil, and you done some kayak thing." I said, "What, hang gliding?" It's him. When I jumped off the cliff thing. He's like, "Yeah, that looks sick." It's him. I want to do that still. It's it. And I was like, "Yeah, man, cool, you can do that, man. Trust me,
mm,
anything's possible, you can do that." But really, in the back of my mind, yeah, I was looking at him saying, "Bro, you are never going to be able to do that, bro. The life you live right now, yeah, you're either going to be dead or in jail. And it was true
Mm.
stories that you were so active. Those were the only two options he had left. You get me? And he's in jail right now. You get me?
How long
And I
did he
don't know
get?
what.
You know?
I don't know. I think he got about. Could be coming home soon. You get me?
Mm.
But I don't know what. But he's very active. I don't know what his mind frame is going to be like, with what way he's going to go. You get me? But it's
Mm.
mad that some of these youths have dreams and aspirations, yeah, but the life they live currently, they will never get to see them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, that's crazy when you think about it that way. And you're right. There's so many people I know who are lifed off, and you think some of them didn't even get to have children. They didn't even get to experience fatherhood and that as well. It's crazy.
Man have made a deal with the devil way too soon. You get me? And sold
Mm.
this, and basically gambled their life way too early, bro. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
For real,
And that's
for real.
but with
I
the
got
blogs,
everything written down. Here, so go on.
yeah, but with the blogs, um, whatever happens, happens with it. But it's also a personal thing for me. You know what I'm saying? When and it could be like for my daughter. If anything ever happened, God forbid, to me, my daughter's always got like some kind of visual
Memory, yeah.
memory of me, and for me, something to help keep me that remember where how far I've come and what I do.
Yeah, guys, everyone's watching now. Please make sure you go and follow Crafty and go and watch some of the YouTube videos he's put out there already about his experiences going to explore. So another thing you hit me up about last year was the Peckham documentary. So let the people know what's that about.
Oh, the Peckham documentary, the mini documentary. I am cool. That's just it's a thing basically regarding. One day I went to find like and see old video clips of like the area. You get me?
Mm.
Like the North Peckham estate, like in the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. But there was hardly anything on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I was like, right. All it was is that my thought was that the next time we're gonna see footage of Peckham, yeah, like on YouTube, is when I don't know, so the media or a white journalist or documentary person from that never even lived in Peckham, yeah, comes and starts putting footage of the area up. You get me?
Mm.
So I thought it's better we people that actually live there do it before they do. You get me?
Mm.
And basically it grew from that. So after that, I started realizing that the people from the area, yeah, the media always give Peckham a bad name, innit? There's
Mm.
always there, always negative. Anytime there's a documentary and Peckham's involved, it's all about them wanting to meet the youths that do drugs, that would
Yeah.
want to bring them down, or this person's been killed, that person's this. There's never nothing really like positive as such. But these times, yeah, we know people personally, like yourself. You're
Mm.
doing the Hackney Wick Football Club. You're doing all these other things right now that you just stand off your own back.
Mm.
We've got in Peckham, we've got actors, we've got footballers, we've got entrepreneurs, we've got people that do clothing, we've got musicians, we've got flipping everything like people that make jewelry,
Mm.
like we've got flipping people that own their own parcel showroom, all these kind of things. Yeah, we've got flipping football agents, we've got everything. Yeah,
Mm.
but it's never spoke about or put to the public for people to see. You get me? So
Mm.
this is something that I'm doing, yeah, for my way of like um, shining a light on the end and making a positive way. You feel me? For
Mm.
everyone to like over. So like things like this. It's called Jerky.
Okay.
This is made by someone from Yellow Brick Estate. You get me? He was
Okay.
from Yellow Brick. He's got his own jerk marinade and stuff like that. Yeah. D is another friend, someone who makes their own hats,
Mm.
personalized hats, stuff like that. Things just to shed light on the Mandem from the end, and obviously inspire them to keep doing what they're doing. You feel me?
Mm.
The documentary is going to be big. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Trust me that it's going to.
No,
Man,
I look forward to watching it as well. So, would you have a time frame? I know Corona's probably stopped through things, but you have a time frame of when it might be out?
I'm hoping, yeah, I can do it, finish like latest by October, man. Latest, yeah.
Mm.
Let's
Are
go.
you gonna
I've got.
are you gonna try? Are you gonna do like a premiere to get everyone down, with the man them down to like a maybe rent out Peckham Cinema for the day and just pull it out there, or is it gonna be like you know what, you man go and watch it on YouTube?
I think it's gonna be a YouTube thing, but now that you've said that, you know, who knows? Actually, that could run. You know, hey, I ain't gonna lie, that could work.
But people will show up for it. We will show up for it.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
We'll be
yeah.
there.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? That's a good idea. You know, after wait and see. You get me?
Mm.
Like, I don't know, man, but it's a good idea. Yeah.
The last few questions then. How do you think the Peckham that we grew up in has changed compared to the Peckham now? Like with all the Zone 2 lot and Moscow. 'Cause remember our days, we could comfortably go to Camberwell, we could comfortably go to Woolly Road, we can comfortably go to Dulwich. It's all changed now. Every area's got their
Yeah.
own
That
specific
was all.
estates.
That was all ours, bro.
Mm,
Anything, Old Road, even flat parts of Bermondsey,
mm,
Camberwell, Dulwich, Peckham. That was all ours. That was all
mm.
ours. But now when I hear that, like guys, like people from Peckham, they can't even go to Camberwell freely, yeah, or Wharf Road freely, yeah. I'm like, I don't know what happened there, bro. Like, that
Mm,
was all ours at the time, you know
mm.
what I'm saying?
It's great because I think
But
that everyone, even if you're from Elephant Castle, you was classed as a Peckham boy. You're from Old Kent Road, you're classed as a Peckham boy.
Elephant
Now,
Castle was ours as well. That
yeah.
was ours as well.
Mm,
Um, Like, what is, I don't even know, like, obviously my age and that, I've gone past the ages of, like, the zone twos and that. Obviously, the work I do, I've worked with a few families that I know are affiliated with, or some of the young people that might have connections with zone twos and that, where I do the support work and that. But, like, you know what, they've got opportunity out here. Like, for instance, I like that Quang Face, and I like some of his music he puts out still. Like you know what, they've got opportunity. They can make good money legitly and
and
do.
that's the thing for me because I literally not even 45 minutes ago had a conversation with Trizak trying to get them to
Yeah,
come, but also have to go through protocols and management. It might happen, it might not happen, but that's the whole point I want to get out of them is that
what's that? What
they
do you want
have
to
the
do again? Yeah.
opportunities that we didn't have. They've got
Nah, do
opportunities
you know
right now
what?
that we
Yeah,
didn't have.
these young youths, yeah, that do this music thing, yeah, they're getting big racks. They're getting bread in their hands, you know. Like we
Mm,
wasn't getting that. Like that wasn't possible in our time. You get me? Like
mm,
so. At the end of the day, like, cool, some of them people say that their music's a bit negative or whatever. But at the end of the day, if they're the time that they're spending in the studio putting together albums, normally that would have been free time to be riding on the ops. You
mm,
get me? But now, and when they have to go perform and do shooting music videos, that means they're doing something more constructive than they would be if
mm,
they wasn't doing that. You feel me?
mm.
So
I
a
mean,
lot. So
I've always said, you can never blame lyrics and music in regards to people's actions. I mean, I famously say that Young Jesus' album "Thug Motivation" it gasses me up. They don't make me go and do something. So with their music, it's what they're living. But what I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want them to miss out on, I don't want them to miss out on the opportunity to leave the hood legitimately through their music. And I think they've got the chance to do that, but they just need
yeah,
to follow the path because it's a draw out. The road thing is a
yeah.
proper draw out.
You know what? It's a catch-22. It's like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place
Mm,
because man don't really believe what they're talking most of the time. Their music don't sell, but
yeah.
they've got to find that mad transition and that balance, bro. Like at the end of the day, like it's hard, but
I
like
mean,
they've got options.
someone we both know done it. Gigs, like he found the transition
Yeah,
and then he took it
yeah.
off. So there's no reason why they can't do that. Because I think it was Quingface. I think he released a song yesterday or the day before, and it got 300,000 views in one day. It shows there's a demand for you. It shows that people want to listen to you. So let's hope that they all, if they get a chance to see this interview, let's hope that they take heed and say, you know what, these men have been through it. That's long for us to go through. We actually got opportunities. Let's push it forward, man.
Nah, man, these men have got more opportunity than man to do certain things.
Mm,
All it is as well, so I'll tell you what it is. They just need the right people around them, the right sensible people that are older that can teach them. Because at
mm,
the end of the day, when we were younger, there's money that went through my hands there. And if I knew what I could really have done with it, like when I was younger, I could have set myself up nicely for later on, you
mm,
know what I'm saying?
mm,
So that is, people need to either show them right and cool. A man ain't gonna be a hypocrite and say, these dudes are mad, they're riding
yeah.
out and banking. And man can never tell them, don't do it, because that's their journey. You get me? The same way
Mm,
when I was a certain age, there's nothing anyone could have told me to stop me doing what I was doing. But look where
mm,
the transition I'm at now. That means I've done it by myself. You get me?
yeah.
I just done it when I was ready. I wasn't
Mm,
ready to do it. I've done it now, you get me? And hopefully does help us any those that come across me, you get me?
So, last question to end with then. If you had one message for the youth, what would it be?
Obviously, no, I feel that
Come. Sit down. Yeah, go on.
you have to build yourself a life, yeah, that isn't worth risk losing. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, so build a life that's you enjoy so much and you like so much and you enjoy what you're doing and some positives in it.
Yeah.
You won't take some of the mad risks that obviously that will risk you losing that life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like yourself, like building a family. You ain't there's certain things that you won't never step out your house for because if it's gonna risk your family. Building yourself a decent career. If you've got a decent career, you're not gonna take certain risks that are gonna risk that career. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So in life, so give yourself something that's not worth losing. You get me? And then go from there. And then once you do, because it's all for them, innit? Because it's your life. You don't want to lose that certain good parts of your life. So it's all for you at the end of the day. So just build a life that's not worth taking the risk to lose. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like some gems in there, and like I said, I appreciate you coming down and taking your time to give us your story, and hopefully the youths are listening, learning from your experiences and what you're doing now as well, that you actually work with youths now as well. So it shows, and I keep telling people, even with a criminal record, it don't matter. People like to make excuses, oh, I've got a
I
criminal
tell you
record, I
what,
can't back.
imagine that. I've got obviously those that know. Like if people that know that I've been to prison and stuff, you know, SIA badges, security badges. Cool. And I've got a SIA badge, security badge, right? I went jail for firearm gun charges. Yeah, I'm not meant to have that. I'm not meant to. Like, as far as everyone's concerned, how people ask me, how did you get that badge if you went jail for so long and you had firearms charges? Obviously, it's through the hard work, bro. I had to write a letter. They refused my application for the Dorset for security badge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to write a letter appealing it and had to get references from like maybe employers that I do my current work. Basically, I had to tell them your security, the job that I'm doing for security, my natural day-to-day 9 to 5 job. Yeah, I work with much more vulnerable people than in nightclubs.
Yeah.
I work with children. I work with children on the gang matrix. I sat at meetings with the police. I do youth violence conferences. I work one-to-one with vulnerable young children of all ages. So for you telling me no, I can't have a door security badge to work with people in nightclubs and sporting events, yeah, that don't make sense. So eventually they overturned it and they said, you know what, you're right. Like and you've shown that you're doing other stuff. So nothing came over unless you're willing to put the work in, yeah. Then I think you can change. That's what I'm saying. Like man beat the system on that aspect. You get me?
No, man. Like I said, there's no excuses for anyone. So you're a living testament to it. You're doing great things. I see you're a great father as well. And I just wish you nothing but the best. Like, I've known you since I was like, what, 14, 15? And it's great to see everything that you're doing now as well. And look forward to the Peckham Documentary, man. We're 100% going to all support it. I'm going to promote it as well.
I'm telling you, you're gonna things are happening behind. There's a lot going on that I can't talk about. It's mad. It's bro. It's different. Man's. Yeah, I mean.
Bro, like I said, it's all love. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and let's keep in touch, man.
Say now, my guy.
Rich, yeah, bro. Take it, man. As well. And catch you soon. My next interview will be with Size. We're looking to set up a date soon, so I'll keep you guys posted. Anyway, bless up.